guys, it's Alex VA, back here with another video. So today's video is going to be a Jeff the Killer ex-listener. I just got my computer set up, so you guys might hear music in the background. I'm just playing a literal Jeff the Killer playlist. So, yeah, let's get into it. You saw a pair of clothes, on the end of your bed, and you were like, wait, I don't have any clothes here, who the hell's clothes are these? Because, your clothes were full of blood, and, yeah, so you went over, and they were pretty big, probably men's clothes, so you really didn't mind it. It was just a hoodie and sweatpants, and there was a pair of girls' underwear there, which you probably assumed was Nina's or somebody's because, well, they were girl underwear and they're the only girls here. Or whatever type of underwear you wear. Sorry, but whatever. So you get dressed and you walk downstairs and you see everybody sitting there. And Slender Man is talking with the rest of them. And you walk into where the part of the living room is, and you sit down next to Ben, let's say, and Jeff is on the other couch, and he looks up at you, and he's like, so how do you like my clothes? And you kind of just, looked at him, and you were like, what? And he was like, those are my clothes. And you're kind of like, I thought you didn't like me, why would you give me your fucking clothes? And he's just like, don't fucking worry about it and just take the damn clothes, okay? Your clothes are bloodstained and you can't fucking wear them right now. So I decided I didn't like the music, so no more music. I'm sorry. I know I did it once and it was fine, but I kind of don't like the music and I don't want to get copyright striked, so it might be because of the beginning part, but oh well. Anyways, so you're sitting there, listening to the conversation when Slender Man looks at you. Listener, I need to ask you a question. When you spit up the water like you told us you did, was the water clear or was there any type of coloring to it? It was too dark to see the color? Jack, tell them what you found. Of course, Slender. Listener, we found that the water and the food that you threw up that night turned black while in your throat. And it didn't come out as chunks like you thought it would. It came out as almost a slime. Almost what Lazari had. You looked over at Lazari as her face filled with fear, and she looked away. Are you saying that she could be a spawn of Daddy? No, little Lazari. We think that they were possessed, or he had somehow gotten his blood into their stream, or some of his DNA into their stream. But there's no way they're related to him. We did take a DNA test with the parents, and we did find out that they are, in fact, Lister's actual parents. So then what the hell are we supposed to do, Slender? Jeff, you'll need to calm down. Well, I want to figure out why this fucking cannibal that was living a perfect human life until for a few weeks, and then they finally killed their fucking parents and ate them. And now they can't even stomach real human food after one fucking day. Jeff, Okay, fine. Fuck. We're going to have to do this experiment again, listener. We are going to need you to eat something that isn't human. Just to see what will happen. You nodded as you sat up, and Toby went to go get a. We'll say he got a pretzel, sure. And he gave it to you. And you grabbed it and you kind of looked at it for a little while, and then you put it into your mouth. And like the taste was horrible. Like you used to love like pretzels and stuff, we'll just say. And the taste was not like horrible to you. Like you could barely swallow it. And like once you did, it stopped like in your throat and then it came back up. So like obviously now you can't even like swallow human food without it coming back up. But it didn't come up like what Jack had found when he went to go, make it look like you were killed. Instead, it came up as like the pretzel. Like it wasn't like, full. It was like mushed up and stuff and it had like some stomach acid, but it wasn't black like what they found. So obviously something like it had to be a possession or like something like that. And you were expecting something along the lines of like Jeff told us you attacked him last night, but there wasn't anything. And like you're thinking to yourself like did Jeff not tell them? Did Jeff not tell them that I almost attacked him last night? And like he was like looking away from you, and you finally fessed up and said, I did it. Something did happen last night. I suddenly got really, really hungry, and I almost attacked Jeff. That's weird. Jeff never told us this. Jeff? Yes, they did attack me last night, but I found a heart in their pocket of their hoodie and I fed it to them. I don't know, they calmed down quickly, but it wasn't enough. So I fucking got myself to feed them. Okay? Bandaged it back up easily. Jeff. What, Sunder? You need to tell us when these things happen. I thought it wasn't a big deal. It's always a big deal, Jeff. Especially when we have a new person along our hands that could be possessed by Zelgo. Whatever, I can't even hear that fucking name right now. I'm gonna go back up to my room. They asked you a few more questions after Jeff went upstairs. They weren't like very like out there questions. They were pretty subtle, but you thought they needed to know. There was no way you could be possessed by Zelgo. I mean, you were a very good child growing up. Like, you were raised in a literal Catholic church. Like, you didn't do anything of the sort. So, you always wondered why you turned out to be like this. A cannibal that can't even eat human food. And as you were walking upstairs, you saw that Jeff's door was open. And his music was on. So you walked in to see if he was okay. Hey, listener. Yeah, I'm fine. I can't be down there. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this now. Your whole thing with eating human isn't at all like Lazari's. Your food trigger is totally different. Lazari's is fear. I don't even know what the fuck yours is. All I know is that you attacked me one day when I was shirtless, so I don't know if it's embarrassment or whatever the fuck it was, but it's not. It's definitely not fear. And Lazari didn't attack humans. She attacked monsters. I don't know. I thought you would like to know this. Yeah, she attacked freaking Jack the first day she was here, and then almost proceeded to attack me and other people. I mean, as you can see, she can control it now, but it's still hella scary, man. I don't know why you're attacking me, though. I mean, I get it. I guess I'm human with a very high pain tolerance and can live through almost anything, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Don't worry about me. Yeah, I'm smoking. You've never seen me smoke. I drink too. Yeah, I know I'm only 19. What about it? It's underage. I kill people for God's sake. I think if a police officer caught me for underage drinking, that wouldn't be the worst of his concerns. Obviously, he'd probably charge me with multiple murders and probably at the first degree too, because, yeah. What, you've never smoked? Never had a drink? Oh, I see. You're one of those Catholic kids, aren't you? Grew up in the Catholic Church. I mean, yeah, I grew up in a Christian family, not a Catholic one. My brother, Lee, I think you might know him. He is somehow still alive. I don't even know. I fucking stabbed him like 15 times. Uh, and I cut his face like mine. Uh, I don't even know how the hell he's still alive. I don't even know where he is. I don't know. All I know is that he's killing people too. So. Oh yeah, and I thought I heard something about him being with some nurse. I don't know. Me? Oh. Have I ever dated anyone? Well, two people. Yeah. I dated Nina, as you know, and God, this is gonna sound absolutely fucking ridiculous. I dated Jane before I turned into what I am today. I know, right? It's funny. She broke up with me, and then I proceeded to kill her parents and burn down her house. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I was expecting you to like look at me disgusted or wince or go away. I don't know. Whenever I tell people that, they're like, "No wonder you don't have a girlfriend or like a partner or a boyfriend or anything because you can't fucking control yourself." I don't know. I guess that's just the downside of being a, well, killer. I mean, sure, you have fangirls and stuff. Nina's a fucking fangirl. She was fangirl enough to go around and kill people and cut her own smile into her face just for me to freaking break up with her the next day. Yeah. How did it feel? Like, this might be a weird question, I know, but how did it feel to cut open your little brother? Did you feel almost a relief come off of you? Like, you finally found yourself? Yeah? Really? Thank God I'm not the only one. When I cuddled with my brother, um, I felt calm. Not like my psychotic behavior when I first killed my parents. I felt calm. And then Sunday found me and brought me back here, where I met, I think at the time it was just Jack and Ben, and then everybody else came after that. Don't tell them I said this, but I do kind of see them as family. Sure, some really big, fucked up, dysfunctional family, but they were a better family to me than my other. Hmm. Do I ever think about going to see Lee? Yeah, I do sometimes. Although I know I will never bring myself to do it. I don't know, I almost grew like a hate to him. But it's not necessarily hate. I don't know. Anyways, off this depressing topic, do you want to try a cigarette? I mean, you've never tried one. Oh, come on. Just a puff. I already have this one lit anyway. Here. I should have told you you'd cough your lungs out. Trust me, that's the first thing that happened when I did it. You say never again, but watch, you're gonna be asking for it next time. Anyways, Sunday has a mission for me. I gotta go. You gave him a slight smile as he got up from where he was sitting and started to walk towards the door. You followed after him. You gave him just a little, like side hug and said bye and walked into your room. After you were in your room, Jeff kind of just stood there. It's been forever since he's been hugged, so he didn't know how to react. But for a long time, or for the first time in a long while, just a little hint of pink showed up on his face. A little hint, but it quickly went away after. He walked downstairs, putting his hood up as he grabbed the knife that was already in his hood out and walked out, yelling to everyone, telling them that he was going out. Last thing you heard was the door slam and the sound of crunching outside your window as you watched and saw him go out into the other side, through the woods and through the trees until he was no longer noticeable. You sat there, it's still in the afternoon, not knowing what to do, and then an idea came to you. Alright, I'm gonna end it there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your morning, day, or night. Bye bye.